closest in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get their food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try and make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying to...
Welcome to the next episode of Give Me My Crown podcast.
Give Me My Crown podcast.
Brought to you again. My name is Antonio.
My name is Anson.
And today we're going to have an interesting topic for you. Is very opinionated topic.
And one I'm very passionate about. You're going to see why. Okay.
So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into our favorite foods, favorite steakhouses, and kind of the process we go through to cook our own food, like just with some of the stuff that we go through.
I can go on about this subject, man. I don't know how far you want to go with this one, but I can talk about this.
All right, so first off, we're gonna start off. Obviously, we both love steak. Is my favorite food.
Connoisseurs, man, we love steak.
We are definitely steak connoisseurs. Anywhere we go, like, yo, who got the best steak? We went to Vegas, we're like, yo, who got the best steak? Every time we go to Atlanta, who got the best steak? Yep. We go to LA, yo, who got the best steak?
I forgot about LA. I ain't gonna lie.
So we're gonna first start off our opinions on the best steakhouses.
We doing top 3, top 5, number 1 overall. What we doing?
We can do all of them. We can do top 5.
Okay.
So who would you say go your top 5 steakhouses?
In order?
Go in order.
Okay. This is a recently one we just had, and we both agreed this was the best.
Okay.
All right. It's local in this area, Steak 48 in Charlotte.
Yeah.
The 45-day dry aged ribeye is something serious.
Yes.
I mean, one bite, and we looked at each other and was like, oh my God. We knew it was the best steak.
Yep.
Number 2, Las Vegas, the Golden Steer. That's my number 2.
Golden Steer was good.
My number 3, Lawry's in LA.
Okay.
Number 4, this ain't everyone. The first time I had Ruth Chris. Okay. My number 4. And I had Ruth Chris in Denver, Colorado as well. That tomahawk was amazing.
Okay.
Number 5, I'm gonna say my own. No,
okay.
No.
So I'm gonna go. Obviously, number 1, we going Steak 48.
Yes, sir.
That was the best steak I've ever had in my life.
I agree.
And not to mention the sparkling water they had. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was. That was the best water I've ever had in my life.
The ambiance. Don't forget about the ambiance. It was nice.
Yes, that was nice. I mean, but that water was something serious.
Yeah.
And I mean, not to take anything away from Perrier. Perrier is still always there. Number 2, I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit. I think number 2, I would go Lawry's in LA.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm gonna go Golden Steer. I don't know what it was about Golden Steer. I don't know if it was that butter.
I was going to ask that. I was about to ask about the butter.
It was something with the Golden Steer.
What was on that butter?
I don't know.
I mean, whatever kind of butter they got at Golden Steer, if you hear this episode, like, we want to know what kind of butter that is.
Yeah, the Golden Steer is in Las Vegas. It's right there by the Sahara Hotel.
Yep.
I think we walked back.
Yeah, we did
afterwards. Number 4? No, yeah, number 4. I would go. I'm gonna probably have to say Morton's. Number 4. I've only eaten at Morton's once, but the one time I ate there, steak was amazing.
Okay.
And number 5, I might go my own. See, I've never eaten at Ruth Chris.
Okay.
I have eaten at Fleming's. Fleming's has the best New York strip I've ever had. Everywhere I go, I base it off of ribeyes.
Gotcha. Okay.
So New York or Fleming's had the best New York strip I've ever had. So I don't know what their ribeye tastes like.
So where else you ate New York strip at?
Where else have I eaten a New York strip at? Ever since I really got into steaks, I always get the ribeye.
Yeah. Does bone in versus bone out matter?
I think bone in has a lot more flavor.
I agree.
Bone out is obviously more convenient, but the bone in has a lot more flavor.
Okay, so we basically had the same top 5, just in different order.
Yeah.
Let's dive into what made Like we both agree, steak 48. We talked about that one a little
Yeah.
bit. Let's talk about what made Lowry's so good.
I don't know. Lowry's was just like the steak was just, it was cooked perfect.
Man, something about, to me, it's the seasoning too.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was- everything was Lowry's. I mean,
Yes.
Lowry pepper, Lowry salt,
yeah.
just Lowry's. And it was good too.
Yeah, it was like I said, I probably put that at number 2. And it was one of the most sought or recommended restaurants in LA.
Right.
So if you're in LA, try Lowry's.
Yep. It's right. You see Beverly Hills and it's right there when you cross into Beverly Hills.
Yeah, and I mean, service was great.
It was.
Even Steak 48 service was amazing. It was my birthday, so on my birthday, he wrote me a personalized letter, called me the next day,
Yeah, man.
and asked me how the steak was. I told my boy, I said afterwards, I said maybe I should have told him it wasn't that good. Maybe would have sent me a gift card or so. But the steak was amazing. Prices actually weren't too bad. Prices were pretty decent for a steakhouse. And yeah, it was, I mean, great time. We went with our wives loved it.
Yes, they did. Yeah.
My wife always gets the pork chop wherever we go. So she kind of base her experience on that because she's not really a big steak eater.
Kiki just got the regular bone in
yeah.
cowboy ribeye, and she was like, it was great. She can't say it was her best one, but she tasted my 45-day dry age, and she was like, this steak amazing.
And the wine that they paired it with
Oh my God.
was amazing because ever since I've gotten big into steaks, I realized you have to have a good wine to go with a steak, especially when you're in a restaurant.
Yes.
And the wine choice matters.
I will say, man, I messed up on my top 5. I put mine in there. It's a place in Chapel Hill called Stony River. Tonyo's never had this, but they're amazing. Like, a funny story about them being my number 5 is when the guy gave us the wine to go with it, I literally poured some wine on the plate. It was like taking the steak, putting it in there, and then putting it in my mouth. That's how amazing the pair was.
Dang.
So,
and usually when you go to these good restaurants, they know how to recommend. They'll
do.
recommend a wine that goes with the steak, and usually they're pretty good at recommending a good pair.
I've been seeing we gotta learn how to swirl the wine when they give us the try.
Like we know what we're doing.
Like we know what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? But
so other than
got a question.
what?
Atlanta, man. Where you put that one at?
Where did we go in Atlanta? Was it New York Prime?
New York Prime.
I don't know if I put Atlanta in my top 5. I mean,
Okay.
it was still it was a good steak.
Okay.
I would definitely go there again.
Yes.
I don't know if I put it in my top 5, but I would definitely. Should we go to Atlanta next? Where we going? Month after
April.
next?
Yep.
April.
Yeah.
I would definitely go back there.
Okay.
So I definitely put that up there. I'm trying to think where else. Surprisingly, a good steak at a very cheap price is Longhorn. Longhorn has a good cheap steak.
So my palate is changing, people. So I'm not ordering no steak from Longhorn now. I'm just being honest. My palate
This
has
was a couple
changed
years
little
ago.
bit, it didn't change. I can't.
My thing, I feel like if for me to order a steak from Longhorn, I could probably make one myself.
Yeah.
Except, I guess ordering from Longhorn takes out that extra time that you wouldn't spend.
Outback's ribeye. If you're going,
Outback is pretty good.
it's pretty good, man.
for the price that they have.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like Longhorn, because Longhorn, I want to say it's like $30. So I mean, you can't beat that for a 16-ounce steak.
Outback is like $35 for that ribeye. That's amazing.
That's
Yeah,
amazing
yeah.
price for that.
What we paying these days, bro?
And we went to Miami. I was disappointed.
Man,
I don't know. I don't even remember the restaurant, but I
Now,
got Wagyu. Huh?
You ain't gonna want to dive into this. But go ahead, tell your story first. I'm gonna dive into it. Go ahead.
I got Wagyu because I've always wanted to try Wagyu, but not everywhere sells Wagyu. So I got the Wagyu, and it was, first of all, I eat a lot. So first of all, I had to eat before we went because the steak was 8 ounces. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat before we go because I want to try the Wagyu, but I don't want to pay. I'm like $100 and something for an 8-ounce piece of steak.
135?
135.
Yeah.
But I was like, I want to try Wagyu. I heard it's the best steak in the world. Man, I cut that steak open. One part was burnt, and the other part was, I ain't gonna say perfect. It was good. But then I'm like, but the part that was burnt, like the whole side of the steak or it was cut in two. I'm sorry. The whole part tastes burnt. It's like they cooked both parts separately.
All right, so we got the same thing. I'm gonna say one of mine was burnt and cold, and my other one was amazing. So I ain't lying. Like, but for the whole experience, I can't put that put that nowhere on my list.
Yeah, because when the steak come out cold, they say, "Hey, we could take it back and throw it on the grill again." It's already burnt.
It's already burnt, man. Like you can't do nothing but burnt steak.
Yeah, that was probably the worst experience I've had at a steakhouse, especially for the money we paid.
Yes. Like we were so excited to go. First of all, we had that trip. We have to talk about that trip on Future Podcast. Like we had a lot go wrong, but we still enjoyed the trip. It was. He won't say this, man, but we tipped very, very well. You could tell the waiter thought we weren't gonna tip, man.
Oh yeah,
and so he was kind of going to every other table.
Yes,
and like we were like, yo, we put the food order in like an hour ago. Where the food at?
So we gave his partner, who actually came and helped us,
tip.
Was the one that got the tip.
Yep.
Because like you said, everywhere we go, because obviously my sister used to be in the restaurant industry.
My wife used to be in the restaurant industry.
I know how it is. So anywhere I go, I tip good. I tip better than average.
Yep.
I tip most of the time above 20%.
Well
above 25%. If it's a very good place, I would tip almost 50% of my bill.
Yep.
If the food is that good, because like I said, I know kind of what waiters go through. I know how much, or waitresses, I know how much they get paid. I know kind of the struggles they go through, and then people come in and they don't tip. And so, I try to look out for everybody, try to make sure they're good. But like if your service is not good and you treat me like I'm not going to tip, I'm still going to tip you, but it's not going to be as good as it would have been.
If you don't go above and beyond, I ain't going above and beyond.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you, like, what's this, right? 15%, 20%, all right, you get this.
Exactly.
But when you go above and beyond, I'm going to give you above and beyond.
Yes.
And that dude, he missed his blessing that day. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, yeah, because we gave it to his partner.
Yeah.
Because the partner came over there, and he was helping us more than the waiter was.
Gave us free dessert.
Free desserts. Gave us our drinks for free. And we we appreciate it. It was, the experience was still bad.
He took Kiki's food off, like
because her food was completely cold.
Oh yeah, it was so cold. Like I was like, yo, can't nobody eat that.
And it was burnt already. He said we could take it back.
If you paying $140 for one meal, you like, hold up, you gonna put this back on the grill? I need a fresh food.
Exactly. So I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Needless to say, I'm not going to even name the restaurant. But needless to say, I will not go back. And they were rated
the best
at that time, the best steakhouse in Miami.
I forgot the name of the restaurant. I ain't gonna even lie. Like,
I remember the name of the restaurant.
It's out of my head. I ain't going there. If I see a picture, no, we ain't going there.
I remember the name of the restaurant. I know exactly where it was. Okay, it was on the water.
Yep.
Right there by the park.
And that trip, we got to talk about that in future podcast. We had some struggles, but we made it through it. It was still a good trip.
Yeah, it was a good trip, minus the struggles.
I'm trying to think about another steakhouse. So we talked to Atlanta. That not a favorite.
We're trying to think where else. Went to another one in Atlanta. It was like service was great. I can't remember where it was. Service was great, but the food was just like average. Like it tastes like I was eating a steak from Outback.
Okay, got you.
But other than that, the service was good. But I feel like I was overpaying. It was an overpriced Outback.
Okay, so you said steak you could have made. How do you prepare your steak?
So I sit it out. I usually when I cook a steak, I will usually cook ribeyes. Has to be USDA approved.
Okay.
I will sit it out, let it get room temperature. Once it reaches room temperature, I then put salt and pepper on it, both sides.
Okay.
I use sea salt, just a preference. I use sea salt, pepper, and once I use sea salt, pepper, I then put olive oil on both sides. Let it sit probably another 15, 20 minutes. And then I will put it in, get the skillet. I'll turn the skillet on usually high. I cook it 4.5 minutes on one side. When I put it down, when I put it in the pan, I put garlic and thyme on top of it.
Okay.
And then let it sit 4.5 minutes. Flip it, another 4 minutes. When I let it sit on that second side for 4 minutes, I turn the heat up a little bit. So, and then I will take the time off, put butter in the pan, and then once I put the butter in the pan, I'll stir the butter on top of the steak along with the garlic.
Okay, all right. So for me, I'm going to the reverse sear, man. You know, I feel like now I first get the steak, I'm a flavor king, so I want flavor. So I'm gonna marinate the steak in something. Like
Yeah.
lately I've been in the soy sauce, man. Like
I never tried soy sauce.
I had never tried it either, man. So I was like, you know what? I was in the grocery store, was like, I want some flavor, something different. What am I gonna use? So I just had me walking in the aisle like soy sauce. This guy go well together. And it did, man. So like I put the steak, I poured soy sauce in the container, and then I put the steak down. I poke holes in the steak, and then pour a little soy sauce on top, and then I let that sit in the refrigerator for like an hour, 2 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Then take it out. Like you said, I wanted it to be room temperature, so I let it sit out for like 30 minutes.
Yep.
Give room temperature. After that, I'm more of a pepper and salt person, mix it together, and then like rub it on my steak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna do a reverse sear. I'm gonna do it on top, but probably about each side, probably 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and then put it in the oven, man.
Okay. I used to eat my steak well done. I would not touch anything less than well done. And I went to some restaurant one day and I asked for a well done, and it didn't come out well done. It came out like medium well. Ever since then, now I'm somewhere between, and this was probably 4 years ago. Ever since then, now I'm somewhere between medium and medium well. So, or no, what is it? Is medium? How did that lady at the restaurant?
Man, she gave us so many
like
different
medium
ones.
well, low, medium well, high.
Like it was. I was like, yo, I don't know about all these. And they had a chart though. You had to like kind of pick which one you wanted. Like it was wild. Like I'm used to medium well.
Yes,
you know?
That's it.
it's like 3 in between there for people who don't know. So, but steak is amazing, man, when you cook it right.
Yes, and I'm starting to learn, aside from steak, pork chop. If you cook pork chop the same way as you cook steak, it will turn, because me and my wife was cooking pork chop and it was good, but it was never turning out like it was at the restaurants. So then I told my wife, I said, hey, let's try to cook it like we're cooking steak. And it comes out almost perfect.
I got a little hack real quick. It's gonna give you flavor, Tonyo. I just did this, and my wife will tell you. She was here right now. She says it's the best pork chop I've ever cooked.
Yeah.
Instead of cooking in butter, use avocado oil. I'm serious.
Okay. Well,
it gave it a different flavor.
So avocado oil actually holds heat, or
it does.
Holds heat better.
Yep.
Unlike olive oil burns quicker.
Yep.
Olive oil holds heat better.
Yeah, I just slightly hit the bottom of the pan, so it was wet avocado oil.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo.
You know what? We got some avocado oil. I might cook my steak in avocado oil.
I ain't never done steak in avocado oil. I ain't never done
I might try it.
But I have done it with pork chop. And bro, it was the juiciest pork chop I ever cooked in my life. It really was, man.
That's yeah, but like I said, once I started cooking pork chop like I cook steak, especially them thick ones, it comes out almost perfect. And
can't go but so thick on steak, man. After a while, because
it
dries out to me.
If it's too big, then it's gonna be almost burnt on the outside and almost like rare on the inside.
Yeah, yep.
Because there've been times where I got a real thick steak and I literally had to, once I finished, I had to cut it up and put it back on there to get the inside done.
Yep. Now back to the steak though. The best steak I ever had was actually like almost rare.
Really?
I was at Ruth Chris, no lie.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, like, at one time it was my number one. We get there and I'm like, it's my first time ever going. I'm like, okay, I want a medium well steak.
Yeah. But
when I stuck my fork through it, I kid you not, blood came out. And so my wife is immediately like, nah, you sitting there back. And I know a bunch of guys who eat theirs like rare.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what this tastes like. Took the knife, cut through, and you can see blood just oozing out.
Dang.
And I stuck it in my mouth, and I was like, yo, this steak amazing. It's amazing. And I devoured the whole steak right there.
Dang.
Serious, man.
See, I've never eaten at Ruth Chris because I tend to go with what I know already.
Yeah.
Like my wife loves Fleming's, so if we want something good, we'll go to Fleming's. Okay. Or like now Steak 48 on the list.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously Steak 48. I set that reservation 3 months ahead of time, and I was on. They had 9:30 at night available.
Yep.
So I mean, you definitely got to set that months ahead of time.
So Steak 48 is number one. Where are we? So we're going to Orlando, and we're going to Atlanta this year.
Yeah.
Trips we know we take it. Do you think anybody's gonna top Steak 48 in those locations?
Probably not. Because Orlando gonna be it's gonna be a kids trip, so we got to go somewhere where
That's true. Yeah, good point.
where
good
the
point.
kids like,
Good point.
or at least something that has kids some chicken nuggets or something.
Yeah.
Because that's all they eat.
I mean, yeah, because they got caviar at Steak 48. We was both like, no, we can get in that.
Yeah.
But so
Atlanta, I'm down for trying something different. Atlanta's a big city, so I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we're gonna top Steak 48, but I'm pretty sure we could find something down there that that will come close.
So if anybody got suggestions for steakhouses in Atlanta, restaurants in Atlanta, like, hey, hit us in the email, hit us in the comments. Be more than willing to try restaurant. If you own a restaurant, we're willing to come and try it out.
I mean, shoot, anywhere really, because we going somewhere. We take a family trip every year.
Guys trip.
We take guys trip. We take couples trips.
Yep.
So that's at least 3 trips a year.
Yeah, man. At least like last year, I think it was more than 3 trips.
Yeah. Because last year we went to LA, went to
the mountains. Yep.
We went. It ain't nothing for us to jump on the road and go to Atlanta.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, like he said, y'all have any suggestions?
Yeah,
throw them in the comments. If y'all, like he said, if y'all own a steakhouse, if y'all own a restaurant, period, throw it in the comments. We'll shout it out and we'll try it out.
Yeah,
and kind of get you the recognition.
Yeah, I mean, we all about shouting people out. Like, so even if you ain't a top tier, like high class restaurant, we willing to try it. I'm all about like small mom and pop restaurants.
Yeah, because my wife, her favorite restaurant is Cheesecake Factory.
Okay.
I don't know what it is, and not gonna lie, I got what did I get last time? I got something from Cheesecake Factory outside of a steak. It was the best food I've ever had from a restaurant.
All right, so
outside of a steak.
My Cheesecake Factory stores ain't like yours. I ain't never. Every time I go to Cheesecake Factory, man, some off.
Really?
Like, it is, man. The cheesecake be smacked. Like I love cheesecake.
Yeah, the cheesecake good. See, my wife, she loves their
Alfredo.
Alfredo.
Yeah.
She gets the Alfredo. I can't remember what I got. I had rice and chicken, I think. Shrimp.
Chicken.
Rice, chicken, and shrimp.
You can't eat chicken.
I know. I ate it.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
So, what's your favorite restaurant, man?
Overall?
Yeah.
Shoot, now I'm gonna say Steak 48.
Steak 48. All right, man. Like I'm gonna do something, call it shameless, whatever. I'm gonna say my mama my favorite restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on it. Now this is like, mama, don't kill me for this. This is pre-mama working out, pre-mama getting skinny. My mama used to lay something down on food. Now she gotta get somebody else to taste it because she don't eat stuff. She's like, nah, that's too sweet. That's too that. So
now I will say a little small restaurant in Harrisburg Family House.
I had it. You took
it is there? They got some of the best ribs I've ever had.
That pork chop was smack too. Them ribs meaty though. Like
yes.
Sometimes you get ribs and you gotta like search for the meat on the ribs. A Harrisburg Family House, you gotta do that.
I can usually go through a full rack of ribs, no problem. Yeah. I can only go through a half rack at one time with them. And they're very good price.
Let's talk about this real quick. If you ever eat with this man, like I'm a big dude, and I think I eat quick. I be halfway through my rack of ribs and he like, oh, you ain't done? I'm like, well, you already done. Come on, bro. Like,
I think that's the military though.
Yeah, I be like,
because we're at boot camp. It's like you sit down, you better be done eating by the time drill instructor tell you to get up, or you're gonna be hungry to the next meal.
So, what's your favorite restaurant? You said your wife's was Cheesecake Factory. What's your favorite restaurant?
So I think Steak 48.
Steak 48. All right,
Steak 48.
Mine would have to be, I'm gonna say, my favorite restaurant. Like I said, my mama, shameless plug.
All right.
What's your favorite like non-steak go-to place every day living?
Probably, I could probably throw Harrisburg Family House in there.
All right.
Simply because, like, you could literally, it's all home cooked. They got variety, so you can get just about anything, and you can get a meal under $10.
You always talk about show Mars, though, man. You always.
Showmars, I like Showmars.
I'm just saying.
But Showmars, you got to be in the mood for Showmars.
Okay.
They got some amazing breakfast. I just had it yesterday.
I mean, somebody say show Mars, like your eyes light up a little bit.
Yeah, because I used to eat Showmars a lot. That's when I would get the shrimp, but it's fried shrimp. So now, I try to.
Oh, yeah. The man healthy right here, super healthy. You know.
I try to stay away from the fried foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I will still get it every once in a while.
Okay. All right. So we talked about show Mars. They ain't one of your top tier because it's a lot of options here, man.
I know.
A lot of options. Like
so I like to try whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Fast food. I mean, I really don't even have to ask, but go ahead.
Fast food. We talking about like perfectly done? Like
just fast food.
See, he don't understand this, people. As a fat person, it's different with fast food, man. I would literally get fries from one location and get a burger from another.
So what is your go-to when it comes to fast food?
My go-to?
Like you want some good that's gonna be fulfilling.
Man, I know what you want me to say.
I don't know.
They ain't open on Sundays though. I know you're gonna say Chick-fil-A and you're gonna say the Jesus chicken and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, people could tell you this. I need all my big people to stand up. You go to McDonald's and get the fries.
Yeah, McDonald's got some good fries.
And I'm talking about my perfect meal. McDonald's or Zaxby fries with a Burger King Whopper.
Yeah, because. And I guess the thing about Burger King Whoppers is you could taste that they're grilled.
Yep.
So Burger King Whoppers they're not as unhealthy as, I mean, obviously it's fast food as a Whopper.
Yeah.
But it's not as bad as like some of the other places you go to.
This is the perfect analogy. When you get the McDonald's fries and the Burger King double Whopper, you ever seen the baby they drink too much milk?
Yeah.
That's the feeling people have when they do that combination.
I would say obviously what my favorite fast food
Chick-fil-A,
is. Chick-fil-A, hands down. I would literally eat at Chick-fil-A every day if I could. Cobb salad.
Can't do it, man.
The spicy chicken sandwich, the fries. I would literally eat there every day.
You did say something right though.
What? The
spicy chicken sandwich is better than the regular chicken sandwich.
It is.
You don't know that, bro.
Yes, but you gotta like spicy food. Not everybody likes spicy food.
I can't eat spicy food. I don't like spicy food. But the flavor in that I like. So I'll get it.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it is.
It's bad.
Gotta have some to drink right there.
Yes.
So I know you're a huge water drinker.
Yeah.
Besides wine, is it another meal you pair a drink with? Like, this got to go with a Coke, or this got to go with this, or a straight Perrier.
That's it, Perrier.
Okay, I got you.
Perrier with everything. I mean, like I said, I have a few drinks every once in a while, but everything, it's either water or Perrier.
Okay.
And when it comes to water, I prefer Fiji.
Aqua Panna, how you want to say?
Aquapana's good, yes.
That's my top tier in the glass bottle.
Aquapana's good.
It's expensive in the glass bottle, but you gotta have it in glass.
That's how Voss in the glass bottle used to be amazing, but they stopped selling it in the glass bottle. They put it in a plastic bottle now.
Everybody trying to do cost savings, man.
I don't know why they do that.
Bring back the glass bottles.
I mean, because they were selling them for $3 a bottle, and people, I was buying them, so I'm guessing other people was buying them. So you still got to be making some kind of profit. If you're selling a bottle of water for $3 and the bottle under it is $1.29.
Yeah.
Obviously, I mean, it's water. I don't know the process of how Voss make their water or where they get their water from. I don't know what they do, but it's also black water. Black water is amazing.
I never had it. My wife said it's good.
It's good, and it's apparently more healthy for you.
Okay.
I don't know why, but not everybody sells it either. I think the last time I seen it, I was at Ross, and I got like 10 bottles.
At Ross?
At Ross.
Okay.
I don't know why. First time I tried it, I was at QT, I think.
Okay.
QT, and ever since then, QT don't sell. QT don't even sell Perrier no more.
You love QT, man.
I used to. They don't sell Perrier. I used to go to QT to get a coffee or Perrier.
I know.
Or both. Now
every road trip, stop by QT.
QT don't sell Perrier.
Okay.
Perrier. Well, it's So I ain't gonna say they don't. They sell it. They sell it. I guess is when they want to.
Okay.
But sometimes I go in there, they ain't got it. Sometimes I go in there, they got the lemon flavor. Sometimes I go in there, they had a regular one like I like.
Okay.
So it's like, are y'all either need to sell it or not sell it?
You ever got food from QT?
Yeah, food is amazing, especially for like fast food.
What's your go-to meal at QT?
Their hot dogs are good, but I like their steak or chicken ranch wraps and their steak and I think it's steak and cheese wrap.
Okay. Sheets messed up with this. You know what? Sheets got amazing fries. I'm gonna put that out there. They do.
So I ain't had Sheetz fries in a minute, but back in the day when I had them, they were good.
I remember days, and this is me being fat, in Danville, bro, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go like late night run, go get a pretzel sandwich. And my cousin Shantae put me on a pretzel sandwich and fries, bro.
See, the thing,
Oh my God.
And their kitchen open all night long?
They used to be. I don't know if it's still
Okay.
are.
So QT, I think their kitchen closed at a certain time.
Okay.
So
Yeah, wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, be like, look at my wife, be like, yo, I'm hungry.
shoot, now don't nothing stay open 24 hours.
I
You
don't,
might
man.
find a McDonald's stay open 24 hours. Other than that,
Look, people so bad, man.
you're right.
People bad, man. Like,
Walmart don't even stay open 24
They
hours.
don't,
They
man.
need to bring it back.
nah. People be hanging out at Walmart like it's a hangout. Like, it's Walmart. Man, you was in the military.
Yeah.
What's the best meal you had while you was in the military?
The best meal I had while I was
Yeah.
in the military? That's a tough. You mean
Like, I know y'all gotta eat them with them
MREs, yeah.
MREs. Like, I know some days y'all have like off days, right?
so? When I was across seas, they donated like every once in a while. Because I don't know where the donations came from, but they donated. What was it? I think once we had steak and I think crab legs,
Okay.
and it was pretty good. But obviously, anything anything you eat over there gonna be the best meal.
That's what I mean. Like, I hear people who station in like Korea, right?
Yeah,
They be like, yo, the food in Korea is amazing. Or like people who been to Jerusalem or Israel say
yeah.
the Domino's, best Domino's they ever had. Like,
See, they had over like where I was at in Iraq. They had a only thing we had on our base. We had a Subway, and we had we have Domino's? We had Domino's or Pizza Hut, and we would go there just if we got tired of eating the chow hall food. But
Yeah.
I mean, the food in chow hall was free.
okay,
So, and I mean, it was decent food compared to the MRE. Because if you out in the field eating MREs for a week straight, and then you get back and you get a real meal, like whatever it is, you're like, yo, this good. You would think you was at Steak 48.
for real.
Yeah, and you ain't
Okay.
had nothing but some spaghetti or something.
So anytime we talk about military, I'm gonna ask a question, but I ain't gonna do it on this podcast.
All right.
I ain't gonna do it, man. So, we talking about food right now. So, is there anywhere you want to go, like since you're out of the military, that you've been to go back and try food, or is it like a location you say, I'm gonna go here, like me, I want to go to Dubai, right? Try the food out there. Is there anywhere you want to go and try food in that location?
Me and my wife has always talked about going to Dubai,
Yeah.
and I mean, obviously, I hear Dubai is amazing. And I
Yeah.
hear everything over there is amazing.
Yep.
So, I mean, why not go there and try the food if everything else
It's
is
true.
amazing? The
Yeah,
food
food gotta
gotta
be-
be good.
Yep.
Because I mean, everybody talk about it.
Yeah, that's all you talk about, man.
As far as the military, I don't think I've been nowhere that I want to go back.
That's true, man. I forgot you're a Marine. My bad. My bad.
Went to San Diego. San Diego was nice, but as far as like across seas, I was in Germany for a day, Kuwait for 3 days, then Iraq. So yeah, I'm
Okay.
good on that.
All right, so, and we still got to talk about what the guys' trip gonna be this year. Where we going? Because we always gotta have great food. So we gotta
Yeah.
figure that out. I think
So-
the hard part of food, right, is everybody got different tastes, man. Like,
Yes.
I know we going to Atlanta. I've never been to Papados. I'm gonna go to Papados. Everybody say like you can't go there and not try that.
What is that?
It's like seafood, I think. Like
Okay.
like fried fish and
Okay.
shrimp. I hear people talk about the shrimp, so I gotta try. Jeezy talked about it on his new album Snowfall. I ain't gonna say the line because I ain't no rapper, but he talked about it on there.
I mean, because I'm down with seafood. I like seafood. Obviously, you get some of the best seafood. That's one place we didn't go in LA was we went all the way to LA.
Cut it, bro. No, we're not gonna do it. We're not gonna do it. We're not
Talked
gonna do it.
talked about eating some seafood and
We ain't
none.
get no seafood, man.
And none.
We ain't do no seafood now. Like talking about LA, the hood was different. Like small fat, best chicken and waffles I ever had.
Oh yeah.
RIP to PNB. But yo, we went the exact same
The exact
location.
same one.
And the food, when they brought the waffle, I'm looking at the waffle like,
Yeah.
this
But
is a basic waffle.
I don't know what they did to
Bruh.
it. I don't know if it was the syrup. I don't know if it was the seasoning, the
I
chicken.
don't eat syrup. It was the waffle itself was amazing.
Yes.
And the chicken was amazing.
Because I don't even eat fried chicken.
Bruh.
But that chicken was amazing.
You
and
know,
the waffle.
You know what's good, but ain't nobody talking, bro.
Yes.
Everybody
eating. There was 7 of us.
But we should have known it was bad because Kierkegaard had a gun on him. We went in
with a Kobe jersey on. Like, hold on. This man got on he got on a Kobe jersey with a vest over it that says security. He telling us to wait outside. I'm like,
yep.
What the world are we doing? Like, what we waiting? It won't nobody in the restaurant. I'm like, what we waiting on? Then he's like, yeah, follow me. I'm like, who is this dude? He was, matter of fact, I think he was the same security guard that was there.
Yeah, he was.
Like, what do we call it?
Yep. All right, this will be my last one. Best burger.
The Sunday shop.
The Sunday shop. All right.
Whataburger is good too.
I'm with that, right?
Yeah.
But I gotta go LA again. Shout out to Steve for picking this place. Fat Burger.
Oh yeah. See, when we went there, I didn't get the burger. I got the chicken sandwich.
That burger will have you sleep. That burger was amazing, man.
Yeah, see, I got the chicken sandwich. We went there. Steve did say it was one of the best burgers
was,
he's ever
man.
had.
Like I put that burger above any burger. It was
And
amazing.
we went to the one where in Hollywood.
Yes.
Or Hollywood Boulevard.
Hollywood Boulevard. Yep.
Yeah. I heard. Yeah, I mean, because even fries weren't all that good, but the burger was or the chicken sandwich was good.
Okay. The burger was top notch, bro.
That's what I heard.
Everybody, it was big,
about.
bro. Like at first when they rung it up, I said, "For a burger?"
Yeah.
Like, you. Excuse me. I was like, "You tripping for a burger?" Like, but then I got like
it was worth it.
It's on point. Yeah. Any more food you want to tackle on this episode?
I'm trying to think. I think we didn't hit all the main topics.
Yep. You ain't really no chicken either, so we can't talk about fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't eat chicken.
Yep.
Trying to think.
Steak,
that's
pork
about it.
chop.
Steak.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I get a steak, I like to pair it with sweet potato and asparagus.
Man, give me French fries. You know, I'm a basic type of eater, bro. Give me French fries.
I gotta have the asparagus got to be cooked right. I can't stand asparagus that ain't cooked right. And there's a perfect way to cook them. You got to have, or the way I cook them: sea salt, black pepper, olive oil. And if you cook them too long, you're gonna burn them. If you don't cook them long enough, they're gonna be crispy.
So how you like them? Like, what's the best way to how they taste perfect?
It's hard because they're not
a little crisp on them.
So I have had ones that are crispy that are good. I like them when they're kind of soft because you get the full flavor.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other food you can think of?
Man, you asking me, bro. We can go to seafood. We can go to but seafood in the bag. I mean, I can go a bunch of different ways. You know what I'm saying?
See, I ain't no big.
I know, man.
I ain't really no big seafood eater. Like I'll eat crab legs. I'll do lobster. I'll do fish, shrimp. I mean, I'll try just about any seafood.
We did miss one. The first meal of the day. Best breakfast restaurant you had.
Best breakfast.
I know one you're gonna forget that we went to together, but go ahead.
First Watch is amazing. Like every time I go there, they never miss.
All right.
What's one you gonna say?
All right, so this one we can go to together. Shout out Johnny D's in Myrtle Beach. I love y'all, and I love the food there.
So Johnny D's is good. I have been, but there's a place in Myrtle Beach that's better than Johnny D's. We went to.
Hold on. What?
The Blueberry Grill.
I ain't never had Blueberry Grill.
So one day we went to Johnny D's. I'm like, yo, this food is good.
Yeah, it's banging.
And I started doing research. I seen Blueberry Grill. I'm like, let's see what this is about.
Which Johnny D's you go to? Did you go to the original Johnny D's? It's 2 Johnny D's.
I think we went to the original.
Okay, then cool. Was it small? Because they got one that's like a bigger place.
No, it was small.
That's
the original. Like I said, food was amazing. Right. But Blueberry Grill is something about them home fried potatoes that they got.
I mean, we just went for my birthday. Probably go back at the end of February. So Johnny D's gonna see us again.
Yeah, they were good.
The one you forgot
was
LA. It was me, you, Damien.
Oh, that breakfast was good.
I can't
Yes.
even tell you what the name of the place was.
That place was
but
amazing.
that place was my top number one breakfast
Yes.
spot.
That
Like,
place was good.
because we were literally like Googling like where we gonna eat for breakfast. Side note, if this man don't eat breakfast, he's a different person, boy. He is a different person.
I gotta have breakfast every morning so if I'm on vacation, I sleep in. If I get breakfast by like 9:30, I'm good. On a normal day, shoot, I eat breakfast before. I eat a small breakfast before the gym at 5:00 in the morning. Then I eat one after.
Like, I remember in LA, man, I was up, had already taken my shower. I'm already dressed. He like, yo, who going to breakfast? Who going to breakfast? I'm like, yo, we could just go to breakfast, me and you. Like, it ain't gotta be everybody. Like, people like, man, bring me something back. I'm like, yo, if you
Yeah.
hungry, man, it's okay. Like, we can go get something quick till everybody else get up. But yeah.
I gotta have. But like, if I don't get breakfast, like like I said, it gotta be by that certain time.
Yeah.
On a day that I'm working out and working, I mean breakfast every morning by 7:15.
That Smoothie King was good today, though.
Okay, that was good.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man, he had me
It was
out in the
good.
gym this morning. Bruh, arms right now dead. You know,
Ah,
we're gonna talk about fitness and health, soon. And y'all gonna see on the podcast. I work out with this man, like he's trying to kill me, but we're gonna talk about it, So one thing we finna start is we're gonna start shouting out people we know. You want me to go first? You go
yeah,
first.
go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna shout out my boy Terrence Shaza, spoiled rich kid right here. This is all him. He gonna have merchandise coming this year. So if you need to get in contact with him, his name is Terrence Shaza. He on Facebook. He on every social media platform. Look him up.
Yeah, so one person I want to shout out, my boy Charles Osborne. Obviously you bought some.
Yes, sir.
You bought some stuff from him.
I got some rosemary spray on my face right now. Don't judge me, but it hit that miss. Go ahead.
Yeah, I heard it's pretty good. He owns a cleaning business here in Charlotte.
Okay.
Golden Cleaning Services.
Okay.
And he's also running for Mecklenburg County Commissioner.
Okay.
So I just found that out the other day. I'm scrolling through Instagram. I see it. I'm like, Osborne running for county commissioner. And I mean, he genuinely just love people.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I said, me and him worked together for a while. Then he started his own cleaning business, doing very well for himself. So he's somebody who love kids and love people in general. One more person, obviously, we got to shout out.
Raekwon,
Ray-Bans. Obviously, we got a clip from his song, Who to Love, for our intro and outro. So that was definitely, like I said, that was definitely a blessing because we're sitting there the whole time like, yo, we need something for our intro and outro. And then we're trying to think of something to use for intro and outro.
Yep.
We hit him up like, yo, can we use this? Yeah, go ahead.
Like, I feel like Raekwon, even though he ain't on here, every episode he with us.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely. Because like I said, he deserves. Based on his music, he deserves that notoriety.
He do,
because
man.
I think once he gets out there, he's gonna be big.
I be mad though because you be getting tracks I don't hear, so I'm like, yo, Raekwon, if you watch this episode, I need them same tracks. So, an album coming out soon, so we ready.
Yeah. But so we talked about a lot today, and like we always tell y'all, anything else y'all want us to talk about, any topics y'all have, any hot topics. There's a lot of hot topics out there right now. Some of them we will talk about, some of them we won't and can't talk about.
So I'll talk about it. He can't talk about it,
So, some of them topics we ain't gonna talk about.
Which ones we ain't gonna talk about?
We'll talk about that later.
Oh, I can't say which ones we ain't gonna talk about. No. Like, I know which ones I want to talk about, but he don't want to talk about it. It's cool.
So, like we always tell y'all, we gave y'all a lot of good information. Like I said, this like a lot of our episodes are very opinionated, just stuff how we feel about certain topics, certain issues. And like we always tell y'all, this is more than a podcast. We handing out crowns.
Hand them out.
Who the hate? Who the realest in my circle? Who the one who be the snakes? Who gon' fold up under pressure? Who gon' understand the stakes? Who gon' wait to get they food to try to take from off my plate? Who the love? Who gon' understand I'm hurt? Who gon' love me unconditionally and try to make it work? Who gon' party once I'm gone and shed a tear once I'm in dirt? I ain't asking for too much, I'm trying to understand.